today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New York Giants. Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And to me, he's one of the two most difficult guys in the league to game plan for in the NFL, and I add Patrick Mahomes in that category. But just about every team we talk to getting ready for Lamar Jackson says the exact same thing. We've got to slow him down running the football, yet no one's been able to really do it consistently. Now, the most impressive thing about his game to me, how he's developed as both a passer and a leader. His team believes in him.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the second round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. So now here are the Giants backed up to start their first drive. Leading them out, the man known as Danny Dimes, their second-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones, was a surprise pick at number 6 overall. But I thought that he got better and better as the year went on in his rookie year. A lot of trial by fire. Needs to protect the football better while in the pocket. But when he's at his best, he can throw it and run it. And he's an ascending quarterback. 24 touchdown passes as a rookie.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
21-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. From the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
1st down.
Well, it's really no secret if you've got Saquon Barkley on your roster. As an offensive play caller, you're going to be creative to find ways to get him to football. He was a little bit dinged up last year, so he only had 52 catches. But that catch and 1st down we just saw there, expect more of that this season, because remember, in his rookie year, he had 91 catches. And anytime he's got the ball in his hands, he's a threat to go the distance.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy of.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones caught right side, Tate. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Complete to Golden Tate.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 3.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, He's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Jones on first down, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Calais Campbell on the stop.
25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. That's the end of the first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Saquon Barkley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. First down Giants, Jones to Ingram.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 3 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
Graham Gano set.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. at their own 20.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They run the option as Jackson will hand it to Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got Snead. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, quick slant to Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jackson.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. And this one incomplete.
Jackson.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Again, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Holding offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw again is Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 16. And Jackson throwing once more, rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, You have the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then...
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Jones throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Jones throwing on first down. Flushed out right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this a 39-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Ravens 7.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Returning it, Hill. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from the former Duke man, Daniel Jones. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Sometimes you need a phone, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's Jones on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Now Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Operating from the gun. Jones over the middle, complete. It's Tate.
Jones
A gain of 6 there on first. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Throw left side, complete. It's Shepard. 12 yards there and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. Forced out to his left. He'll run it, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Jones now on 1st and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Gano's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
13, Ravens 7.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The return man is Hill. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Jackson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 33-yard line.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Come on.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
New York ready to go again offensively. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
On first down, Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Jones, off play action. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tate. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Now he'll escape to his right, and they'll get this down to the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. It's Daniel Jones finding Evan Ingram. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jones operating from the gun. Jones hit and the ball's out. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Ravens offense back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll look to throw right away. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
6-yard pickup.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust, because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Caught by Snead over the middle. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
4-yard line.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Jackson. Step, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
First down, Barkley, and little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Graham Gano on for the field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.